Hi friends, welcome to Taiwan Live TV. Yeah, we're live. And tonight, I'm going to play some old videos. Before live streaming, I mean, people have been traveling for millennium. And the thing is many of your favorite live streamers, like me, have been traveling all around, but we didn't have mobile live streaming back then. And what we used to do was we shot videos. And some of the videos are kind of primitive, but nevertheless, they were a lot of fun. Now, as time goes on, I'm going to dig up more of these. I got some videos from 2005 from a friend of mine's place in northeastern Thailand. It's in Isan area, Uban Ratchashima, if I can say that right. Anyway, really cool place. And if you ever wonder what it's like to ride a tuk-tuk, that's the motorcycle transportation, it's got a motorcycle in the front and a little carriage in the back that they have in Thailand. Well, stay tuned. You don't want to miss this episode of Taiwan Live. So let's get started.
Are we already started? Oh, I'm right on time to watch Taiwan Live TV!
Oh yeah, nothing like a nice show opener when it works. Hi everybody, MJ Klein here. Nice to have you with us. Yeah, I've been out tonight and I was partying a little bit at some Thai places, drinking a little bit of whiskey, eating some Thai food, reminiscing on just how fortunate I am to live in Taiwan. Basically, I spent $6, I think. I ate at 2 different places, sang some karaoke songs. One of the ladies there had their Facebook live stream going. I grabbed her phone, had the phone in one hand and the mic in the other. Yeah, and I sang, what was it? I'll Take You Back. You know what I'm talking about, that song by Take That. Whatever I said, whatever I did, I didn't mean it. Anyway, so how's everybody doing? Got my water bottle. Boy, do we have a change in weather here in Taiwan. My goodness. It is so incredibly warm here. We're headed towards the rainy season. I had the foyer in the front of my house. I had the I guess they call it PC, whatever I guess it's Mylar or something. Ken Rod, nice to have you with us. Fist bump to you. Hi, Dean. Want to say hi to everyone. We're broadcasting on Africa TV in South Korea, also on Twitch and YouTube and Periscope. Now, I was using the Restream.io, and Restream.io keeps quitting on Periscope. Now, I got Restream.io chat enabled in the background. I'm just going to do a test, and I'm going to say hi, Periscope. If I can spell it, Periscope. Hi, Periscope. It looks like it's working. Yeah, but it keeps quitting. Now, here's the thing. I can, I would have to kind of. Now, anyway, I've got the old Streamlabs chat box enabled, you know, the way it used to be, because it worked really well with Periscope before. So hopefully we're still there. Hopefully we're still working. So haven't seen them so far, which is strange, and they're enabled. So I don't know what's going on. The other thing too about the other thing about Streamlabs is that they got rid of the studio version, which means I can't look at a scene without it becoming live. See, what I do is, let me divert a little bit. I do scenes within scenes. Like, for example, all my widgets are on the scene. If I go like this, then you're going to see the widgets. You're going to see nothing until somebody says something. But I can't preview it. So it's kind of, yeah, not good. Kenrod says he's experiencing buffering. We are using the ivideo.com.tw Wi-Fi service here, our sponsor. And I'm going to be doing, probably next week, I'm going to be doing the review on the 4G box that they gave me. So anyway, yeah, what I was saying about the foyer, I got the foyer done because we're coming up in Taiwan to our rainy season. And let me tell you, wow, I need a makeup artist. That's what I need. I need somebody to like mop my brow. And of course, you know, makeup isn't going to help me. Anyway, yeah, so I got my foyer done because it was leaking, and just in time because we got the rainy season coming up in Taiwan. And yeah, it might be you. I know, but who knows? With what's going on, you know, they could be limiting certain ones. I don't know, man. I just, you know, I don't have any faith in anything anymore having to do with this world, just because, you know, the powers that be. I mean, 1,000 subscriber limit. Why? To go mobile? Why? I'm streaming from, you know, my home studio here. So like, what's the difference if I use my mobile phone or anyway, don't get me started on that. But anyway, tonight, I just wanted to say hi to everybody. And yeah, I haven't been on too much. I've been relaxed. I've been resting. I've been trying to catch up on my sleep. I've been behind. I'm doing a lot of work in the studio. As you can see, you know, I don't know why this is doing this. I don't know why this is flickering, but I've still got, you know, my recording console over here that I'm doing my album on, and things are going really well. It's just slow. It just takes time. So I hope that I can get at least the first tune complete in the can by the end of April, and I know it's pushing it, but if I can at least get one of them listed out there in the stores, and I don't mean like the old days, you know, when I used to release a record, it was in Media Play and Strawberries and all the major record stores, you know, in a physical format. I just mean in a, you know, in a digital download format. So anyway, hopefully we have a nice show tonight. So anyway, want to say hi to everyone, and we'll be right back.
Welcome here from the top of Europe. You're watching Taiwan Live with MJ Klein.
Kenrod, aka Ken, and you're watching Late Night with MJ Klein.
Yeah, we appreciate those bumpers, guys. And if you want to leave us a bumper, you can go to taiwanlive.tv and check out the late night show. And let me see what I can do here is, if I go to Utils, I can give you the show information, which includes our email address. And let's see if that pops up. Okay, I saw it pop up there. Let's see if it pops up on our chat here in our chat window. Let's see. Give it a second. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing our widgets working. Yeah, that should be, yeah, there you go. Well, it made it to the restream. Anyway, so, well, anyway, Yeah, okay. We have a slight malfunction. That's okay. So anyway, what I wanted to tell you about, let me keep going. I got to keep going back to this scene here. What I was telling you about before was this. Many of the live streamers that you know and have been following for years are avid travelers, been traveling all around. And the thing is, all we could do back then, what happened to my, oh boy, this is crazy. Something happened to my interface. It just went dead. The only thing that we did back then was we took photographs and we used blocks, you know, and we uploaded to YouTube occasionally, you know, but a lot of stuff that I did not upload to YouTube. Back in 2006, a video company here in Taiwan, IDEAR, I-D-E-A-R, excuse me, came out with a video camera that they called near DVD quality. Well, it was near, but it wasn't. DVDs are only 420p, but back, you know, in 2005, they looked great on your television because it was in HD. So everybody knows if you have an HD TV, you know, DVDs are, and so the only DVD that's worth watching is a Blu-ray. But anyway, back then they came out with a little camera. It was about 150 bucks, tiny little thing. It's shaped kind of like a gun with a, you know, a lens facing forward. But the unfortunate part of the camera design was that the trigger where you pulled the finger was where the mic was, and a lot of times you would have your finger on the mic and bad design. But I did use it for a number of things. And my wife and I have been all over northeastern Thailand. We've been up even into the northern regions of Laos. Fantastic places, the Plains of Jars. In subsequent shows, I would like to show you some of the photographs that we took at these different places. Especially my thing is I love archaeological sites, and that's what we like to do, is to go check out, you know, archaeological sites. And the Plains of Jars, the three main sites that we went to up there, were just unbelievable. And it really we kind of missed that, you know. And I'm not saying, you know, well, I got a kid now in school, so it's hard to travel like, you know, I used to. In fact, the whole time that I've been live streaming on mobile, I've only gone to one other country, and that was Indonesia when we went to Bali in 2017. So, but yeah, anyway, I'm going to try this one more time. I'm going to try the show info and see what happens. It doesn't seem to want to, I don't know why it's not burning to the stream. This is making me a little bit unhappy. Okay, I'm going to do this. This is going to take a second. And I'm going to go black for a second because I got to make sure that this is working. Okay, now here we go. That's it. Yeah, okay, now. That was my fault. Okay, I did not have it enabled. So let me go to my the show info here, and I want to show you the show info before I go on to the next segment. Now, if you want to send a postcard, go to taiwanlive.tv/late-night-show, and you'll find a link for mailing labels for postcards. If you click on that, you can print out a PDF file and paste it on your postcard and send us a postcard here. Our email is latenight@taiwanlive.tv. latenight@taiwanlive.tv. And this is our QR code for the Line group. If you use the Line app, which is very popular in many countries, in particular in Asia, then please scan that QR code and join us, because we would love to have you in our Line group. And it's a nice group of people that follow me and follow the show. And it's good because all your favorite live streamers are there. Everybody who's anybody in live streaming is in that group. Now, Our sponsor tonight is ivideo.com.tw. They have mobile internet services for Europe, America, and Asia. For 10% discount code, you can see the video description in the YouTube version of this. There's a 10% discount code. And also by asiancastings.com. If you are outsourcing with castings and machine parts and you're concerned about punitive tariffs on on Chinese products, well, we can help you because we are a Taiwanese-based company and we have a toll-free U.S. number. And if you call, well, I'll probably be the one that answers the phone. So what do you think about that? So, okay, well, we appreciate that. All right, so now let me do this because we're talking about travel and so forth. You know, I used to make a lot of videos and I would shoot like the ladies in the kitchen cooking food and stuff. It was pretty interesting, but I never showed it to anybody because I just, you know, I didn't have anything to, I mean, I didn't have anything to show with, you know, I just filmed it, you know, for my own edification. And so I've got like these archives of all the stuff that I've never shown anybody. Now, the thing is, the resolution back then in those days isn't what it is today. But you guys can figure out what's going on. What I want to show you now is a tuk-tuk ride at night in Khon Kaen area of Thailand. Here we go. By the way, always negotiate the price up front. So there we are. And you know, the thing is, right? Hey, Mike, how you doing? Nice to see you. Tuk-tuks are kind of dangerous, and, you know, we don't need no stinking pollution control. So, yeah, it's like that. They just, you know, they do what they can. They're making money. But my advice, if you're going to get a tuk-tuk ride, is to always get the price up front. Because if you don't, when you get there, they'll try to jack you for whatever you can get. And feel free to negotiate. Now, let's go to the next segment. A friend of mine has a basically a hand-built wooden cabinet. It's not even a cabin. It's just it's a house, but it's an outdoor house. And I walked around and took some pictures, or took some video of it. This is what it looks like. And there's some cows in the area, and they're pretty cute and stuff. So anyway, this is a remote place, and there isn't even any electricity in this place. But this is what it looks like. Water jars, and steps go up to the bedroom there. That's his truck. Of course, they're hanging the laundry out. Low electricity. Obviously, there's no dryer either. That red clay, man, that's how it looks. That's my wife. Water jars. Actually, I didn't preview these too much. I don't know what I might say. Just to give you an idea what that place looks like. All right, now, this is the next one in the series. Picking up from the same spot. And it's kind of an open area, an open air place. And they were cooking right there earlier. See those cutting boards there? I'm going to walk through. And you'll see on the right-hand side is a mosquito net, and that's where we slept. My wife and I were sleeping in there. That's another kind of like a storage room, but under the mosquito net. And let me tell you, the roosters, man, they don't crow at dawn. Yeah, I would too. I'd love to have property like that too. They don't crow at dawn, man. They crow like at 3 o'clock in the morning. It just corrugated, you know, on the top. It didn't rain, but when it does rain, it makes a big racket. But see that mat there? That's where we ate in the evenings. Got these benches out here on the side. It was beautiful. And a little fire there, you know. Here's more of the same. There's the fire. And, you know, we keep a fire burning all day. Kind of a smoldering fire because it wants to, well, it keeps the mosquitoes down, you know. So, really, it really does. Hello, Moscow. How are you? Привет. Welcome to Taiwan. And we're showing Thailand here. Beautiful piece of property, you know, nice and quiet. They got some snakes out there. You got to be careful, but and I've got lots of still photos and other parts of the property. They were actually making charcoal. Guy had a one of those charcoal making fires lit that was covered up. You know, it had the oxygen cut off, and that little thing there, that little charcoal, not that, but just a second ago, the little charcoal thing, that's where they were cooking food. Now, this is another file. What is this? I don't know what this is. What is this? Oh, this is the cows. They own like 6 cows, and they don't eat them. They're just pets. It does smell good to have a fire burning. But, yeah, it keeps the mosquitoes down, the bugs away. It's always tickled me having these cows down here. And they wouldn't even think, you know, of eating them. They're just hanging out. But again, sorry about the resolution. But this is 2005. This is almost qualifies as a historical document at this point because, you know, things aren't the way, you know, they are now back then. So yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. It was pretty cool. It was very cool being there. You know, I've been to Thailand probably 15 times, maybe more than that. Many times over a number of years. I've got quite an archive of photographs, and also Lao. And so what I can do on subsequent studio shows is set up some. I can set up some of these slideshows for you guys, and so forth, and that would be cool. I would really like to do that. I'd like to set some of those up and show you some of the places we've been. Not live streaming, but of course on, you know, through videos and through still photos. So, all right, we got some more bumpers to get to. So, all right, we'll be right back.
Hello. My name is Coco, also known as Val. And I live in North Carolina. Yes, I am in the Carolinas. And I just want to welcome you because you are on Late Night MJ Klein.
Hi, this is Rob Ebner, and you're watching
Thanks,
Late
Ken.
Night with MJ Klein.
Hi, MJ Klein here. And you know, when I'm not live streaming on location or from my studio, no, Dean, they weren't. I'm watching the greatest live streamer in the world, Dave in Osaka. Be watching him. Yeah, Mike, you went to Thailand in '89. That was good, man. That's back in the good old days. Yeah, that's a long time ago. So yeah, things have changed. You know, when I first went to Laos, that was my goodness. The first time I went to Laos was 2006, and mobile phones had just come there. It was amazing, and of course there were no smartphones, but everybody, you know, had like a flip phone or a small feature phone, and it was interesting because as soon as you met someone, the first thing they would do is they'd pull their phone out, and they would fake like they had something to do on it because they wanted you to know I'm rich. I got a phone. And that's kind of how it is. We don't think about that coming from the Western world because, you know, whoop-de-doo, everybody's got one. But in those countries, if you had a mobile phone, it was a big deal. And you were a rich person, you know, if you could afford a mobile phone. And then, you know, of course, then immediately people were doing things with mobile phones, you know, because they were bored. And it was, that was actually pretty funny seeing that kind of happen all over again, you know, where, turn this other light on, where people would, I mean, we got over that early on, you know, so the rainy season. Yeah, I have some videos of Thailand in the rainy season. There a couple of times I've been in northeastern Thailand, and I have never in my entire life seen rain like I've seen in northeast Thailand. I mean, talk about floods. It was ridiculous. So anyway, that's what I wanted to show you guys. Now, the other thing was, I don't have this prepared, but if you're interested, what happened to me this week was, let's go to Win-Wins. I bought a couple of little ring boxes because I'm going to make a presentation to somebody. You know, these picks, these magic picks that I invented, I'm going to present them to somebody, and I'm going to put them in little ring boxes. And I bought 3 ring boxes, or at least so I thought. I bought a red one, a white one, and a black one because they have 3 different radiuses, R2, R3, R4, you know, and I figured, hey, the person that I'm showing them to, it might be nice if they could tell one from the other without having to open the stupid box and look at it. But no, the guy sent me 2 colors and something else really weird. Another box I didn't order. And then he gets on and he says, the first thing he says to me was, hey, if they're all delivered, I hope you give me a good rating. Well, I sent him a message back saying, you didn't send me what I ordered. And, you know, where's my red one? He sent me the white one, the black one, and this other thing. And so finally I had, you know, this is in Chinese. I finally had to type in all capitals, you are not listening to me, in English. You sent me the wrong items. And then he stopped and paid attention. And it was, yeah, oh yeah, the spinning earth, thanks. And, you know, it was like I had to do, I mean, I finally had to get him to agree just to give me what I ordered. I said, I don't want anything, you know, other than what I ordered. So he said, okay, finally. And he asked me for my name and my ID, which I gave him a fake ID. He doesn't need my ID. I gave him a fake ID. I don't care. And it didn't matter because I came here anyway. So I came here, and there are 2 white ones. And I have screen caps of the ridiculous, you know, exchange in Chinese between he and I about how he said, well, I sent you something. I thought you would like it. Well, why would I like it? It's not what I ordered. I mean, the guy's a doofus, you know, and he's in China, and he starts, you know, typing to me in simplified Chinese, and I can't read that. And he's using Shopee, which is a Taiwan app. So, I mean, okay, draw your own conclusions. Anyway, so I originally gave him 1 star for a review and copied all of those pictures on it in the exchange and stuff. And I said, you know what? I'm going to change it to 3 stars. So be in the middle. And I wrote caveat emptor, you know, buyer beware. The guy had the nerve today. He had the absolute unmitigated gall to send me a message. Hey, why'd you give me 3 stars? I sent you what you wanted. Block. Idiot. Anyway, I know you guys don't read Chinese, but I do have screen caps of all that stuff, and it would make fascinating reading for those of you who do read Chinese. Maybe I should spend some time and do like an interlaced English translation so you know just how ridiculous it was, if you're at least interested. I don't know. Anyway, my batik shirt is it's actually a lot brighter than what it looks, and it's getting a little bit faked out by the green screen filter. But anyway, so all right, now we can move to the portion of the show where you can ask me anything that you want. And we've been on for 30 minutes exactly, and 1 minute, 31 minutes. And the There's nothing else that I want to show you guys tonight. I don't have any tracks, so come from China? Okay, well, there you go. Yeah, well, I come from Taiwan. Well, I live in Taiwan. Cost AV cables. Crack so easy. Well, I think you answered your own question because it said cheap. Don't buy the cheap ones because it's a cheap coating. Yeah. So, if you come from China, chances are you're not in China if you're watching any of these live streaming platforms because China doesn't allow them. I signed up for one of the Chinese live streaming apps, and they asked me for my ID, and then they wanted me to pose for a webcam picture. And they're going to run it through their national system to see if I was a criminal. And then it said in Chinese, simplified Chinese, which I don't read very well, it said if my picture doesn't match my ID picture, I have to have a good reason why. So that's the kind of control that they got over there. And I said, no, thank you. I don't want that. So in Taiwan, we don't have those things. And we do, you know, we have Facebook and YouTube and everything else that you want. So it's easy to use. And we have Google here. And that's, you know, the main reason. Have a language in common and pretty much nothing else. All right, so any other questions except about AV cables? We have a lot of really interesting, well, computer peripherals and so forth here in Taiwan. You can get all, you know, all these really cool stuff. So I wasn't planning on, and no plan. Hey, Ken, you have a good night. And we'll see you. Fist bump to you. Take care. See you now. No plans. Just on, you know, my usual Sunday night. Not going to play any tracks. Excuse me. We got live TV. I'm in the middle of 2 new tunes, and when I get those finished, I'll be able to do some more streams on what I'm doing with my music. And what I really want to do is I got to figure out how I'm going to do this. I thank you. Thanks very much. I appreciate it, Ken. And we'll see you next time. I'm thinking about doing another brand channel for music. And I'm also thinking about not doing it. I'm thinking about doing everything under Taiwan Live TV. I don't know. But here's the thing that I want to ask everyone. Now, because of this stupid, arbitrary, you know, corporate corner office decision by somebody out of touch with reality who doesn't, you know, use the platform, this 1,000 follower limit, follow everybody. Follow Ken Rod. Follow Casper NL. Follow, you know, John Ho. David Osaka has over 1,000, but follow him anyway. Follow John Sabot. Follow Jevons. Follow everybody on Facebook. Follow me, please. And you know, whatever we can do to get above this limit, because we don't know if they're going to cut off our RTMP access too. See, when I go out and I stream mobile, they're trying to prevent me from streaming mobile from my phone, but I'm using RTMP and I'm using, you know, Restream.io, and I'm working on 4 different platforms. So what I'm trying to say is, they who knows what they're going to do. So we just, at any rate, yeah, just follow everybody, and we can hopefully keep everybody on the air. That's what we want to do. We want to keep all the streamers on the air because that's what we like to do. Now, one of the things I have planned is, and I'm going to do this in stages as I upgrade my studio. I have major plans for upgrading the studio, but I want to do some mixing sessions where I'm not going to, it can take hours. I don't want to stream for hours. What I want to do is get like 90% or 95% of the mix up and running, and then go live and show you the Reaper screen and the mixer and finish the song in front of you so you get to hear it, and then it goes in the it goes for sale, and it's the same thing. Now, we had a lot of success with that in the 90s. They tell me, now I'm not for certain, but people who supposedly know told me that I was the second recording artists in the world to live stream a recording session. I forget who was first. I really don't know. But we did some recordings in Fleetwood in northern Boston, North Shore in Revere, Mass. And what we did was, hey Matthew, how you doing? Good to see you. And we showed the recording console, the 24-track multi-track machine, microphone technique, everything, and we live streamed for 8 to 10 hours and had people connected, all day. And the coolest email that I think I ever got was when a follower told me that, hey man, I heard the song on the radio today in my car that I saw you guys like cutting in the studio, 10 months ago. And I thought that was just like, that was the coolest thing. So that's what recording artists live for. That's what we live for, are those kinds of things. So anyway, all right, it is 36 minutes, 59 seconds, 37 minutes. So I think it's time to call it quits. And I want to thank everybody for joining. Thanks for bearing with me on the low quality video of Thailand. But I want to show you some of the places we've been. It's pretty cool. And that place eventually did get electricity, but it took a couple of years. And I will tell you one thing. We were in the forest at night, and we went to a clearing and looked up. And it's one of those situations, if you've never been to a place where there's no electricity for 100 kilometers around and you see the stars, it looks like they're falling on you, and you're startled. You can see the arm of the Milky Way. It's just, I'll tell you what, makes you believe in a creator, because I got to tell you, it's the majesty. It's incredible. And that's how it was in this place. But the interesting thing is my friend Ben, his wife, always insisted on having like this transistor radio blasting. We're in the middle of nowhere, beautiful evening, crickets, and a fire, and just nice and quiet. And she had the radio blasting, like way up on the porch and stuff. And I'm like, why do you have the radio on? And she said, because I get nervous if I don't have the noise, because I think I'm all alone. I'm like, we are all alone, but that's the point. I want to be alone. I don't want it, I don't want the city noise, but some people are not like that. So anyway, we want to thank you so much for joining. You guys take care. Long stream, please. Long stream. What do you mean? You want me to keep going? I've run out of material. I mean, what am I supposed to do? You want me to sing? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't have any more. I don't have any more of the I got my, I don't know why this is tearing. See how that's tearing? I don't know what that's tearing. I don't have any more scenes to show you. I know you like the, I know you like the earth, so here it is. You know what I can do? I can take, let me do this. I'll take myself out. Now it's a loop. So once it gets to a certain point, it goes back. Questions? Okay, well I've been taking questions. Go ahead. I mean, can we have questions that like aren't about cheap AV cable? Sure, go ahead. All right, caller one. Yeah. Eventually I should probably set up an actual call-in show. Now we could do, and I am set up, although I didn't set up for this show, it does exist. I have the scenes and so forth for it. Thanks, Dean. Take care, man. We'll see you. Thanks for joining on Periscope. Of course, we can do Skype calls, and we can do Skype, videos too. Because I actually have, even though, let me see, I don't have, I have, some like side-by-side interview scenes set up and so forth. But I do want to say this. Being mean on China, okay, well, David Osaka's coming here to Taiwan. I know John Ho's coming too. Although John, I'm not sure when John's going to be here. I think John might have taken it the wrong way. I told him if he can't make it, that down to see me, that's okay. But no, I definitely want to see him. But I know he's got his. Okay. I know he's got his wife and his baby with him and stuff. And I know when you're traveling, it's a lot more, it's a lot harder, you know, logistically to get that working. But I know Dave and Osaka is coming, and Dave and I are going to be streaming together. We're going to be streaming from the other side of the highway from where I live, from normally where I do down at Winwin's. This is Winwin's place right here. Now everybody knows this place. This is like the most iconic place. We've had everybody from, you know, you name it, you know, JL and Casper and Yuka and John Ho, Jevons, John Sabot, John L.A. I mean, I can't even remember how many people have been here at this place. And so Dave's coming, and Dave will be sitting, well, sorry, it's over here, like this, with me too. So, yeah. I got, you know, as far as the Winwin scenes go, you know, I got other Winwin backgrounds too, because we went over this before. I think where I showed you, I like this one. I like Casper and Winwin. Let me get rid of my camera. That's me, Casper, and Winwin there together, and that's a nice one. And the other one too, let's see, that I like is, oh yeah, this one here. Casper and the Shades. I like this one. And it looks like, you know, we're just hanging out, you know. So that'll be Dave. Let's see. Well, thanks. I appreciate it. And I mean, I can't take credit for it. I had a national talk show in the United States, so should be, but anyway, they say it matures as you get older. Well, I'm 63, so it should be nice and mature. I don't know, but thanks, Mike. And I don't have too much, you know. Let me see, because usually what you can do is like put a bunch of bottom end on it, goes crazy. But no, I just got it set normal. In fact, I have the high end down a little bit, and I don't have any compression on this because the compression gets a little bit out of control. Yeah, so there you go. Anyway, but yeah, we like Winwin's place, and Winwin has the rooms upstairs, you know, for karaoke. I'm not sure if we're actually going to go, you know, to Win. I don't actually know if we're going to go to Winwin's, right? You know, for like karaoke, but we're probably going to sit out front here, me and Dave, and we're going to walk down the street a couple of blocks away from where Winwin's is, where they got a lot of Thai places, Vietnam places, and Indonesian places all mixed up, and we can go bar hopping, which is what I did tonight. And I ate at a couple of different places, and I stuffed my face, and I spent like $7 or something. It's ridiculous. So it's a really good value here in Taiwan and in Asia in general. And of course, you know, in Thailand it's even cheaper, but the standard of living is just not quite as high. So. Can you run your voice through a Leslie? Sure you can. If you mic it correctly, that is, if you have a microphone on each side of the Leslie, then it'll spin. It'll go from one side to the other side like this, and that's what it sounds like. And if you're listening in your headphones, then you can hear me panning this back and forth. That's kind of what a Leslie does. It's a rotary speaker. So, are you listening on your headphones? Because that's left and that's right, and so yeah, that's what it does. Some of the stuff I did back in, I actually did a record in 1981 in the first live-in dead-end control room and studio setup. It was a TEF room, Lou Balanese's recording studio in Long Island, and John Stork had designed it. And I brought my Hammond M3, which is the same Hammond organ that Tom Schultz owned and used on all those Boston records, and I had a Leslie, man. And okay, good, thanks. And I stepped on the pedal and pulled out all the hammers on it, and all the drawbars, and and I got some really good sounds out of that thing. And we mic'd it in stereo. We even mic'd the bottom of it in stereo because, you know, there's a woofer in the bottom of Leslie, and then there's a baffle that kind of spins around. It's kind of like a squirrel cage, actually. It's kind of funny. And even though bass frequencies aren't as easy to localize, that's why it's 5.1. You don't need 5.2, you know, because bass sounds like it's coming from the center, even if it's in stereo. But on the bottom end of the Leslie, you know, we had 4 mics. You can actually hear the bottom end spinning some on it, so it's pretty cool. Those are the old days, man. There was no digital. 2-inch tape, 24 track. But yeah, +6, man. So that's what we use. Time, energy, frequency aligned, TEF. Those are the old days with the URI TEF monitors. Pretty cool stuff. But they don't use those anymore. These days, my monitors are like this high. Oh, can't see my bottom yet. Monitors are this high. They're powered. They're incredibly flat. I can't believe it. And yeah, I love analog too, which is why, you know, I mean, that's why I've got a 32 channel by 8 bus Soundcraft Ghost. You know, it's just analog, man, analog warmth. And so one of the things that I have that's coming up that we're budgeting is a digital mixer, so I can mix in the DAW in digital, but I'm going to be cutting tracks, you know, in analog, and that's how you get the warmth. That's how you get that guitar sound and so forth, and that's how you get that nice glistening vocal sound. You know, we can hear almost like the saliva, if you will, on your vocal cords. Sorry to be gross, but you still love that, you know, you'll never find Lou Rawls, that kind of sound, that rich sound. You get that from mic preamps on these analog consoles. Although the Midas consoles and some of the higher end expensive digital consoles have pretty good mic preamps too. So guys, take care. Thank you so much for joining. And I want to say good night. And it really does. I want to say good night. Thanks so much for joining. And look for us later on in the week. We're going to do, if we're still allowed to, we're going to sneak in using our TMP on our mobile device. We're going to do a live show from the, thank you very much. Oh, thanks. Is that Sylvia? Is that Sylvia? And you know something, Andy, I didn't see you. Didn't see your comment. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. I got to check on the other things there. So cheese knife. Okay. Thanks so much. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know, as long as I keep that open, it looks like, at least on the, what I'm here in the studio on the PC, it looks like if I keep the Restream chat app open in the background in a web browser, that they work. Now, I'm not capturing Restream. I'm capturing Streamlabs. That's why it looks a little different. And if there's anybody on Twitch, which I haven't seen anybody tonight, I could capture that too. But because before the Periscope comments been cutting out live. So this is good. I can report this back to them. I'm going to report this back to them tonight because they've been very, very helpful. The people on Restream, the techs on Restream have been extremely helpful trying to get me to troubleshoot this. So that's absolutely fantastic. So thanks. Cheese Knife, thanks. We'll see you guys. And we'll be on Thursday is our usual night for streaming. Probably out in the field somewhere. If you guys come up with something you want me to do a taste test, hey, I found a new night market. But I can't always go there on Thursday because my family wants to go other places. But yeah, maybe I can do a live stream from that night market sometime. So you guys take care, and we'll see you very soon. Thanks so much for joining. We're going to say Zaijian, Wan An. That's bye-bye and good night from Taiwan. Take care, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for joining, and we'll see you.